Hi, everyone. I am Adria Sullivan, and I'm the founder of Cognitive Clarity, which is transformative mental wellness coaching. I have a license in mental health counseling, and I'm licensed here in North Carolina as well as Indiana. And I also have a certification in psychedelic assisted therapy. I have a background in holistic healthcare and nutrition, as well as yoga psychology. So, what I do is I bring about all my experience as well as the work I've been willing to do on myself, and I bring it to my clients. This is a true passion of mine to really bring about healing. Um, Oftentimes, when people think about going to mental health therapy, they're wanting to heal, and they come with a specific problem in mind. But what I notice is people tend to stay in therapy for years and years and years. And while I love to meet with my clients every week, the goal is to heal, right? We want to deal with what's going on. We want to overcome it and then go back into the world as our very best selves. But through traditional talk therapy, I notice that what happens is we build the relationship. And oftentimes there's these roadblocks that keep people stuck, right? And so I have really devoted my career to finding tools that help people overcome that. And this is not just for people with some, deep mental illness, such as bipolar, schizophrenia, or severe depression. This is for everyone. Most of my clients are very high achieving individuals, and they struggle with these internal beliefs about themselves, oftentimes subconsciously, because what they come to me to work on isn't necessarily the little thing that we find that has actually been tripping them up all along. So, perfectionism, this internal belief that I'm not enough, right? We maybe as just humans, we start to develop this belief that there isn't enough of anything. So we live in this world of lack. Well, all of that really lowers our energy, and traumas that happen over the course of our lifetime, that those happen and your body goes into this amazing defense system, right? It builds up all these walls around the traumas, sometimes even sectioning it off from your whole mind, that you forget that these happened. So let's bring it to goals, since this workshop is all about developing goals that are fail proof. So right now, I'm um, recording this on December 8th. So it's just before the New Year's, where most people are making some type of New Year's resolution, and they really want to get focused, and they really want to become healthier and happier and more financially stable. Those are the common ones. But my question to you is, have you ever made this goal before? So if you plan on making a goal and you have made it before, I really want you to pause. This workshop is for you. We're going to really take a deeper dive and try to uncover what keeps getting in your way. Now, not everyone has this locked away memory of this super traumatic event, but some of us do. And the way that comes out is in what triggers us. And even if you do not have this, locked away memory, that's okay. It's still tripping you up. The things that you thought shouldn't have bothered you, right? Like, oh, I had this person be mean to me in elementary and it happened this one time. That shouldn't bother me. Ugh, we logic it away. But the truth is, it energetically changes the rest of your life. So the thing that I had to overcome, well, lots of things that I had to overcome, but one that rings to memory right now is in high school, and really like from about fourth grade to my senior year, there was this one person that I consider that was like my bully. And the things that I began to learn about myself with interacting with her, was these insecurities that, I'm not likable, that, people don't like me, or there's something wrong with me. And so of course that comes out when I'm doing mental health therapy or interacting with the world. And so my brain said, "Come on, Adria, you're an adult. You know that's not true. That was just this mean girl." It doesn't work like that. So I want you to really take this to heart and to understand that your brain and your mind, they've gone into this protective mode. They don't want you to have to deal with these hurts, these traumas. And so they kind of section that off. Sometimes they do a lot of justifying, like, "Oh, you're fine," right? And we often hear that from our parents, that, if you were a very emotional child, that you might have heard, like, "Oh, stop crying. It's not that hard. It's not that big." Right? So we internalize so much from our external world, and that all of those little things that have piled up might just be why you're not making the type of money that you want to make. That might be why you're coming across as angry, or could be like, just you're being perceived by other people in a way that you don't, it doesn't align with who you think you are. um, it could be why you keep having a struggle with relationships, with friendships, or your partners. Um, it's gonna get in our way in many different ways if we don't go to the source and fix it. So I am here to try to give you a new way to look at goal setting, but I'm also here to help you have a thriving life. Okay. So, throughout this workshop, while we are talking about goals, I want you to know that, of course, with everything, it's so much more than that, right? It's so much more than just setting a goal and achieving it. Because honestly, whenever I have someone working with me one on one and they tell me what their goal is, let's use weight loss for an example. So, if you came and you said, "Okay, Adria, my goal is to lose 70 pounds," right? And you give me this number that you're shooting for. Well, that's the last time we actually really ever talk about that. So I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you my method. It is a fail proof method because of the way that we're going to start to approach goals. So stick with me. If at all throughout this workshop you have questions, comments, you stop and you're like, "I need more individual help here," then reach out to me. We can schedule a one on one call. And I would love to walk hand in hand with you through this, because this is great information. But it really does take some layers. And you're an onion, right? And we're going to peel it away and comfort these areas. So that way your defenses don't go back up and they say, "Oh, this is too hard," right? That's why we stop, right? That's why you've made that same goal over and over, because everything in you is like, "Oh, no, 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 no. Maybe I really don't want that," right? Um, so stick with me and we'll go on to the next video.